You know, it's been a while since I've done a haul video, and I have a few things that I've gotten piled up from various trips to the flea market and various flea markets that I've been to, because I went on a trip recently and I was at a flea market. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to take a look at some of the things that I found not over the course of the past couple weeks or so. First thing I want to show off is this guy right here. Now, at first glance, you're probably thinking, this is obviously some sort of G.I. Joe character. Well, you'd be wrong, and so was I at first when I picked it up, because this is not a Hasbro toy. I don't know how well you can see that. See, it's upside down, actually. Let me flip them over. That is 1994 Lannard. Now, this comes from a toy line, I think it's called the Core, or something like that. It was basically a competitor to G.I. Joe at the time, and a lot of the characters look just like G.I. Joe's. This particular one comes from, I think, the Spacemen, right? Because they had all different ones. They had like Army Men, they had Spacemen, and they had other ones too. As a matter of fact, I found another one when I was going through my G.I. Joes. I don't remember where I got this guy. I probably picked him up in just some lot, or maybe I just grabbed him by accident and thought he was a G.I. Joe. But no, he is not a G.I. Joe, and you can tell by touching him a little bit, you can tell the plastic feels a little bit different and more hollow. But it is very similar to G.I. Joe. Just the build and everything. They have the same O-ring that connects to a hook that holds it all together. Same level of articulation. It is kind of interesting because, like, you would think that, like, that design specifically was maybe patented or something. I don't really know a whole lot about this line, but you'd think that, Hasbro would have sort of carte blanche on that on that look. I don't know if maybe they got in trouble for this or anything. I don't really know a whole lot about the toy line, unfortunately. But it is kind of interesting. I do like the Spaceman. He looks very. I thought he was a robot at first, but no, he's a guy in a suit as far as I know, and he looks very stormtrooper-like, and he came with a gun, so that was kind of neat. I do like when the small figures I find actually come with weapons, so it helps me saves me the trouble rather of finding them myself if I really like them. So that was cool. I found that guy just sort of minding his own business in a big old bin of toys. Didn't know who he was, but I like him, so I picked him up. Alright, so let's move on to something a little bit more goofy, I guess. So I found this Yoshi toy. This is from, let's see, where's the year on this thing? You can see right there, if I can get that to focus. Nintendo 2017. So this came from last year. I believe I remember, this is a McDonald's toy. I believe I remember them having like a short line of Super Mario stuff there. I don't remember much about it. I don't remember a whole lot, but I do see them quite a bit at the flea market. I'm actually thinking of trying to collect them all. But I found Yoshi. Unfortunately, it looks like he was supposed to be holding something based on those holes in his hands, which is unfortunate, because when you try to collect like McDonald's toys and stuff like that, they are usually, if they have accessories, they're probably not going to have them. I think most McDonald's toys don't have the accessories, which is good, but this one obviously had one, and it's long since lost. If I do find one with whatever it is he's supposed to be holding, I'll probably get that one. But the reason why I got this is because of this. Hours of entertainment. Yeah, it's just there's something really funny about that to me. Really cool. I do like Yoshi. I like Mario. But just the fact that he does this is just really funny to me. But anyway, that's Yoshi. Speaking of McDonald's toys, I think this came from McDonald's. Yes, says McDonald's Corporation on the bottom. I found this Disney toy of the Black Cauldron. Now, for those of you who follow my main channel, know that I do love the Black Cauldron. I mentioned it in my top 5 animated movies everyone hates, but I don't. But I really love the Black Cauldron, and there's like no merchandise for it because apparently Disney really hates that movie. I feel like it gets a lot of unnecessary hate, but it is kind of understandable why they wouldn't like it because it didn't really turn out the way it probably should have. But look, it's Gurgi from the movie. He's not annoying, he's adorable. And I believe they had a whole bunch of these. I don't know what year this is from. Let me see if we can take a look on it. You can see, McD Corporation does not have a year on it, so I don't know when this came out. I don't know much about. In general, I don't know much about fast food toys because I don't usually collect them unless it's something really interesting like this. Because, like I said, there's very little Black Cauldron merchandise. I think the only other thing that I seen was like it was like one of those like figurine, those like deformed figurines, kind of like the Mighty Mugs, but it was like a Disney brand, and they had the Horned King, and I think that was about it as far as Black Cauldron goes. Which is a shame because, again, I really do like that movie. And I would love, if they had like an action figure set, I would absolutely love to collect it. But I have this. I believe they had a whole bunch of other Disney. Basically, it's like the VHS clamshell with a character on top of it. I did see, I think, a Mary Poppins one on the table where I found this. So I don't know what year this came from. I'm guessing it's going to be sometime around maybe when the movie came out or maybe a little bit later. But again, I don't know much about it, but basically you're supposed to like hitch them together like a big old train, and it's supposed to go like this. He doesn't quite work so well. You're supposed to like move it up and down, but it doesn't appear to be working. But that's okay because it's Gurgi, it's Black Cauldron. I love it, and I'm happy to have it. Not really interested in collecting too many other Black Cauldron stuff. Or not Black Cauldron stuff, but I would absolutely love to collect some Black Cauldron stuff. I was thinking more the McDonald's toys because I'm not big into fast food toys unless it's something I really like this. Let's see, I found this too, just kind of sitting on a pile of toys. It's Bam Bam Bigelow from the old WWF figure line. I don't have many of these, so this was kind of cool to have. Think he's got a little bit of paint wear on his head. I'm not really sure where the paint wear begins and the tattoo ends. But, yeah, really cool. Still in very good condition. Just kind of saw him sitting there and I was like, alright, cool. I don't have many of these. I have like one, the only one I had originally was Ted DiBiase. And I found a couple other ones at a thrift store a while back. And I actually have a carded Jake the Snake Roberts, which I found just in a pile of like $1 or $5 rather toys at a comic shop. So that was really cool. That one's worth, I think, quite a bit too. But really cool. Bam Bam Bigelow got some nice details on his tattoo there. Look at that. Really cool. See some on the other side there. Not a huge Bam Bam Bigelow fan, unfortunately. I know him actually mostly from his time in ECW, which was kind of strange to see like a big time WWF guy go down to ECW and be there for the longest time. Unfortunately, he has passed away. He passed away some time ago, which is quite a shame, but he will forever be immortalized as a tiny plastic man, as will many of the WWF original wrestlers will. Alright, so you go over here next to Yoshi, and we'll look at the most interesting thing that I found not too long ago. It's a Bugs Bunny figure. It's a big old rubber PVC Bugs Bunny figure. Really nice. Looks cool. This one was pretty grimy. Really grimy. Like, it was a shade of yellow when I bought it. So I took it home and I gave him a good once-over with some alcohol and some cleaner. Basically, everything I buy at like a flea market or something, I usually, at the very least, give it like a quick coat of alcohol, just to disinfect it, because you never know where they've been. But this guy in particular was pretty greasy. He actually wasn't as bad as you remember a couple videos back. I talked about the I found that Darkwing Duck, that giant Darkwing Duck figure at a thrift store, and he was really bad. Bugs wasn't as bad as him, but this one was pretty bad. Got him nice and clean again. What is interesting about this, though, is if you look at the date there, 1976. Wow. This was, wow. This was, this was like, how long before I was born? Like, this is like 6 years before I was born, too. I do really like running into toys that, you know, are older than I am. And just, there's something really cool about that. But this one's really cool. I think they have like a whole set of the Looney Tunes. I've seen them before. I've seen pictures of them before. But this was really cool. Got him for $1, which is neat. So, gonna put him on the shelf next to that Bugs Bunny superhero toy that I got in one of the toy boxes one day. I got to get the rest of those. They're very cheap to find. Again, the fast food toys are quite easy to come by if you know where to look, and a lot of them you could just get them for $1. So I got to collect the rest of those one of these days. All right, so that is my haul from the past several weeks that I been going to the flea market. Quite a variety of things. We got not G.I. Joe, we got Nintendo, Disney, Warner Brothers, and the WWF, or the WWE. I still call it the WWF when referring to this era. So, yeah, that's my haul. Leave a comment below and let me know which one of these was your favorite.